Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are breaking down a blueprint that could fundamentally reshape the media landscape. We're talking about a system designed to literally industrialize creativity. It's called the Autonomous Content Foundry.
So to really wrap our heads around this, we have to start with this core idea. This isn't just about a new app or a new gadget. What we're witnessing is a massive, almost violent shift in the fundamental rules of the digital economy.
To really understand where we're going, we first have to look at where we've been. For decades, content creation had a hard ceiling, a major bottleneck. It was limited by biology, by the number of hours a human being could work.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. We are moving away from the old labor-centric model, where if you wanted more output, you had to hire more people. It was a one-to-one, linear game. Now, the only constraints are electricity and silicon. The logic has completely flipped. More content just requires more compute power, and that allows for explosive, exponential growth.
This massive shift creates what the source material calls an asymmetric arbitrage opportunity. So what does that mean? It means a single person, armed with the right systems, can now exploit this inefficiency to outproduce entire teams of people, capturing an absolutely massive amount of value for themselves.
So what is this engine of creation, really? Let's get under the hood and break down the three core pillars of the Autonomous Content Foundry: the economic theory, the physical hardware, and of course, the AI brain that runs the whole show.
Okay, the entire financial strategy is built on a really simple but incredibly powerful observation about platforms like YouTube. The core thesis is this: longer is better. Why? Because longer videos generate more watch time and can fit more ads, making them exponentially more valuable to the algorithm.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Not all views are created equal. This chart shows the average RPM, that's revenue per 1,000 views. A gaming clip might earn you a measly 50 cents, but a video about finance? That could be over $15. We're talking a 30x difference for the same number of eyeballs. The Foundry is designed to hunt for these high-value niches.
At the heart of this operation is the compute node, a beast of a machine. Think of the i9 CPU as the director that coordinates everything, while the massive RTX 4090 GPU is the engine that does all the heavy lifting, rendering 4K video at insane speeds. It's all fine-tuned for 24/7 operation, right down to this little critical component, an HDMI dummy plug which tricks the GPU into running at full blast even without a monitor attached.
Now for the intelligence. It's not just one AI. It's a whole team of specialized AI agents. You've got Gemini Ultra acting as the editor-in-chief, understanding massive amounts of information. Project Mariner is the autonomous researcher scouring the web. You even have an AI DevOps engineer to fix its own code, and an AI art department to generate visuals. It's a fully staffed digital studio.
All right, so we've got the economics, the hardware, and the AI brain. Now let's put it all together and see what the actual automated production pipeline looks like, the assembly line that turns a simple signal into a valuable digital asset.
This is a continuous 5-stage process, and notice, it doesn't start with a creative idea. It starts with data. The system finds a profitable, low-competition keyword. Then, an AI agent does a deep dive and compiles a report. From there, the script, audio, and visuals are all created at the same time. The hardware renders it all into a 4K video. And finally, it's uploaded and the money starts coming in. And then, the whole cycle starts over again.
But here's the catch, and this is maybe the most important part. Just making a long video isn't enough. Anyone can do that. In today's world, content is cheap. It's a commodity. The real asset, the thing you're actually building, is viewer retention. You have to engineer the video to hold someone's attention.
And how do you do that? With some pretty clever psychological engineering. The Foundry's videos follow a strict hook, retain, reward structure. They use something called the sawtooth pattern, basically creating mini cliffhangers throughout the video to keep you hooked. There's a new visual on screen every few seconds, and radical pattern interrupts every minute or so to jolt your brain and reset your attention. It's all designed to keep you glued to the screen.
Okay. We've seen how the machine is built and how it keeps you watching. But now for the question everyone wants answered. What about the money? How does this all translate from compute power into cold, hard, compounding cash?
This really brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? What is the actual financial potential when you stop treating creativity like an art and start treating it like an industrial process you can scale?
Well, let's just look at the numbers.
This table projects the potential from producing just 10 high-value videos a day. Even at a modest 10,000 views each, that's $1,500 a day. But look what happens when you hit 125,000 views per video, which is very achievable in these niches. You're looking at nearly $19,000 every single day. These numbers are absolutely life-changing.
And it gets even crazier when you look at how this compounds over time. This isn't just about daily income. You're building a library, a catalog of digital assets that keeps earning. Based on that projection, after just 1 year, you've generated almost $7 million. In 2 years, you're looking at nearly $14 million. It's a wealth-generating engine.
But here's the ultimate endgame. The cash flow is amazing, but it's just the fuel. The real strategic goal is to take that money and transmute it, to turn it into your own proprietary AI, your own unique systems. That's how you build a real competitive moat, an advantage that nobody else can replicate.
So the final takeaway is this. The blueprint is out there. The tools are available. The opportunity to build one of these content foundries and own a piece of tomorrow's attention economy is right here, right now. The only thing missing from the equation is execution.